Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Machine King, and I had a request on one of my comments to kind of give you all a test hands for some ancient gears. And I've been kind of shuffling like this for a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and give you that today. I'll talk about the side deck and kind of what I side in and out with ancient gears, and also want to kind of issue an apology if my FTK ABC build was one of those. Because of the ban list, ABCs are kind of done. Rest in peace to my ABCs. I hope that people that copied my deck profile or net decked my profile or even used it as a guide. Big apology to all the ABC players out there, because I was one of the ones who did have an FTK build, and it really sucks that A's limited. I don't know if I'm going to update ABCs. That's because I have 4 decks. I have been working on and pretty much just completed my I updated my Burning Abyss deck profile, and it's pretty spammy. It's pretty fun, because my last Burning Abyss deck profile was not viewed as one of the better videos that I've done. But my Ancient Gear deck profile has gotten a lot of good reactions and a lot of good feedback, and I appreciate that from you all. But I want to go over some test hands. I'm assuming we're going second, okay? And then we talk about going first. I will show you what I side in to go first, okay, and why I kind of chose what I did. A couple of just budget options, just money. Okay, but we are assuming we're going second. I have shuffled my deck, so I'm just going to do a couple test hands and just kind of see what we can, what can we do here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 second. So we're drawing 1 card. Okay. 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 So first hand. Okay, this is what we got. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so this is our first hand. So what we're going to probably do, go ahead and start off. Okay. Is we will go and we have Ancient Gear Fusion in hand, so we're going to go ahead and normal our Ancient Gear Frame, okay, and then what we can do, so we can normal Ancient Gear Frame, we have to pitch a card to activate its effects. We'll pitch Catapult. We don't need to destroy anything with Catapult, but it's a good pitch card, okay, and then we'll go to add Golem to our hand. Shuffle a wee bit. Okay. And then from there, okay, so again, okay, this is our hand. So and then from here, okay, we're going to go ahead and use the Ancient Gear Fusion, okay. It doesn't really matter too much what order you want to do, because we are going to use the Golem, because we're using the Golem that allows us to go into our deck and use materials from our deck. So what I would do, if I can find it, okay, we're going to send the first Ancient Gear Golem. Kind of get this in here and frame a little bit for you all. Okay, so we're going to send the first Ancient Gear Golem, we're going to send Ultimate Pound, and then we're going to send the last Golem. Okay, and then what that is going to do is going to our extra deck. Okay, it's going to be able to give us the Megaton Golem. And again, because we use these 3, you can attack up to 3 times. And if this gets destroyed, then we are able to go and get our ultimate. Okay. So, and plus we already had Gear Frame on the field for a little additional attack, and then we would just go, okay, we could go Raigeki, get rid of opponent's monsters, and then if they're open, that's 3, 6, 9, that's game already. Boom. Okay, so that's one test hand, okay, OTK. Again, there aren't many combos, you know, that you can really like link off and really do in the deck Okay, just because you really want to be able to just summon that big boss monster in OTK. The only thing that kind of screws you is when you go, if you lose the die roll, you end up going first. So you kind of got to think about, a little bit what you want to do, because obviously you can't OTK that turn. You don't want to leave just one boss monster on the field because it is going to, you're gonna lose. So it's tough. I have found that when I lose die roll, there's a good chance that I lose. There's also what I'll do is if I lose the die roll, there's probably about 50 to 75% chance I'm losing that match. I'm losing that duel. So like I'll lose game one normally if I have to go first. However, going second, what I can do is normally, and I even don't want to spill my hand too much. Maybe first turn, defense, pass if I can. If I can get other monsters out there just for defense purposes. But then going second, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll like do my OTK and I'll win. And I'm going to game 3. I'll side in to go first. And then that's just kind of mind game stuff. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoo! As you can see here, okay, kind of a bad hand. But we can get a little bit out of this, okay? We can get a little bit going out of this. So first off, what we're going to do is go ahead and use Terraforming, okay? We're going to use Terraforming to go get Gear Town. Obviously then, we're going to activate Gear Town. Again, we don't know what they have down. We don't know if they have Disruption down, such as Anti-Spell or just Floodgates. Okay, so we're kind of just going on a limb here. Again, we have Red Reboot. If they do activate a trap, we can use Red Reboot. Okay, then we use Full Spectral Goods, the Ungodly Reprint. Okay, and we'll use that. Oh, blah, 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 blah. So we can't do too much. Okay. Okay. So, and then what we'll do is we'll send Catapult, and then we'll activate Catapult's effect by banishing Catapult. Okay. When you destroy this, so there's Popper and Gear Town, this will give us, I don't have a token with me, so we'll just use our imagination here. So this will be our token, okay? And then from there, because Gear Town was popped, okay, we can go get an Ancient Gear monster from our hand deck or grave, special summon it. Okay, it does not say ignoring summon conditions, so we have to make sure we get. Okay, so good news, bad news. Okay, this is where Reactor Dragon kind of comes in nice because, okay, okay, so then we'll summon Reactor Dragon. Okay, we would summon Golem, but we can't because it can't be special summoned, and this says that we can't ignore the summon conditions. So that's kind of what we're at right now. We'll go ahead and play Fortress. That way all of our stuff's protected. And then we'll go ahead and use Ancient Gear Fusion. Okay, so we'll use the Reactor Dragon in our hand, and we will use our token to ironically go into the thing we just got rid of. We'll go into okay. We'll go in Howitzer. Okay, we'll burn for 1,000, and then if they have monsters, okay, then we'll kind of just swing with Reactor. And then we have Red Reboot in hand. So, you know, we're not going to get too far Okay, we're not going to get too far with Howitzer, but if it's destroyed, we can get a golem back on the field. So essentially, that's that hand. If we were to go again, we have Desires, and who knows what we could get off of Desires. So that's another test hand. Okay. So you saw within 2 test hands, the first one we OTK'd 1. The second one, we got a couple beat sticks on the field, but okay, we did a little bit of burn damage, but then it's just kind of seeing what our opponent does. And what I'll try to do also, if you all would like, with this deck, I can try to invite one of my buddies over here. He doesn't necessarily play meta, but I can get him over so that way we can see just in a live duel kind of what happens. Okay, that's something to think about too. As I said before, my Burning Abyss profile is going to be up here soon when I get the last card in the mail. Also, my Cyber Dragon profile will be up soon once I figure out what I'm going to do with the new support. I got everything sided for those, all the sides figured out. So it's truly just waiting for the stuff to come in the mail and waiting for the new stuff to release in Soul Fusion. And this deck will get a new profile as well when that comes out. The new Dino monster coming out is pretty good because if you opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon it. So it's going to be really, really good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see. What we got? Oh, okay. All the draw power. Okay, so Upstart, Wyvern, Fortress, Desires, P-Frame, Box. Stinks that we got the box, but it's whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and use the Upstart. And then I'll lead us into the Desires. Okay, well that's okay. We'll see what happens. Yeah, go ahead. We'll Desires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Do we banish anything? Got rid of a golem. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. And we get 2 cards. Man! Okay, and this is what we drew off Desires. We got the Forsberg Goods and Terraforming. Man, that's unfortunate. Boop-a-doop-boo. Okay, we'll go ahead and play Fortress, because this is fun. I truly kind of want to throw off. I don't want to thin my deck too much, but at the same time, I kind of want to get the OTK, because we could. So what we could do is play Terraforming, get the Gear Town, do Foolish Burial Goods, send the Catapult, destroy that. We get the token. Essentially, what our last hand was, except this time around, what we could do is we wouldn't normal summon yet this turn, and we'd have possibly a Reactor Dragon on the field. Summon the Gear Frame, pitch a card, get the fusion, and then fusion out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piercing Doom is 3K. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Yeah, sorry, all that just went in my head. So we'll go ahead and play Terraforming. As long as I have a Gear Frame in here, I think I counted right. I think I counted right. I think I counted right. Whew! Okay, Gear Town. Play Gear Town. Foolish Burial Goods. Okay. Go ahead and send Catapult. Then Catapult's effect, we're going to banish pop, token, Gear Towns effect. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll get another Reactor Dragon. Okay. Because I have yet to normal this turn, let's go ahead, normal Gear Frame. We will, but we will pitch a pot, add a fusion. Okay. And essentially we're going to play Ancient Gear Fusion. Okay, and essentially we're going to use Gear Frame, the token, the box, and Wyvern. Use these four, and then we're going to go into y'all can see that, the Chaos Gear Giant. Okay, go into Chaos Gear Giant, and then this can attack all your opponent's monsters. Okay, and it can inflict piercing damage for each one, 4,500 apiece. Okay, swing. We have 3K beater here. Swing. Okay, so just kind of another test hand of what you can get and what much firepower you can truly get on the field with Ancient Gears. So that was 3. I think I'm going to do 1 more, and then I'll go into side decking. Just because it's truly not like, it's not as combo based. You are essentially just making a beat stick of a board and flying in for the win. So, you know, that's something to think about too, and I'll go into a little bit of detail here once I get done with this next hand about what I side and why. And again, I don't have the money for evenly matches, because I'll tell you right now, if I did, I would take out a place out of the traps that I run for evenly. I just don't have the money for it, and I don't go to tournaments to make up for that kind of money. Alright, last time. So again, we're going second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wyvern, Hunting Hound, Reactor Dragon, and a play set of Catapult. Sweet. Okay. You can add. So, essentially, as much of a dud as that is, ignoring its summoning conditions, that wouldn't help me. That wouldn't help me. So with this hand, the only thing you really could do is summon the Hound, inflict 600 damage, use Hound's effect, go into 3. Okay, go into 3. You'd make the Megaton Golem. You couldn't attack 3 times because there is no golems or anything attached, but you're kind of protected. Then honestly, 2 cards face down, and then you'll swing if there's a monster down there. So just kind of play it by ear. Maybe play 1, keep another one in your hand. Say hand traps, just try to keep them guessing a little bit. But I'll do 1 more because that's very unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. fact, I know those are the stinking catapults. Alright. As long as I don't draw a dud like that was, because that was a 10-second hand. Okay. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Alright. Oh no, honey, I'm good. Alright, let's see what we got. 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far I'm liking it. 5, I'm liking it. This is money. Okay. So we drew 1 card, so we're at 6. So what we can do here, okay, we can play our terraforming, kind of bait out anything that is there. Get our Gear Town. And honestly, we're looking pretty good. We'll play Gear Town, that way in case of baiting out anything. We have our Gear Town. So then what we can do is we can play Ancient Gear Fusion. Okay. Or again, use the Golem. And the Golem. And the Pound. Okay. There's 3. And you can see as I've been playing, okay, and make Megaton. As you can see as I'm playing that I don't go into links too much, like, and a lot of this stuff is truly situational. That's why I said in the video, if you really wanted to, you could side out the red reboots and you could play like Winter Cherries and you could just stack your whole stick and extra deck with just Winter Cherry targets. I'm just not rich enough to have that many. So essentially what we can do, okay, 7 Wyvern, that will allow us to go and we can add the box. Because box was added to our hand, we can use box's effect to go ahead and get another Ancient Gear monster with 500 attack or defense. AKA we're going to go ahead and get Gear Frame. So essentially we are set up for next turn if for whatever reason something were to happen here, and then essentially we will ride Geki, get rid of all their monsters, and again 3, 6, 9, we saw another 1700. So that's what, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, so that's 9,900. 10,900. This is 11,600 damage is coming right at your face. So and again, and we still have monsters in our hand for next turn. So that is kind of how. That is just some test hands of what you can do. Now for the side deck. Okay, so for siding, let's go ahead and just get rid of our extra deck over here because we don't need that anymore. So for siding, okay, main thing. When I side, alright, anything when I side, start off with traps. Okay, so start off, I play 3 Lost Wind. I like Lost Wind just for the fact that it can reoccur and come back. Although, if I had evenly matches or rivalry of the Warlords, it would be here. I just don't have them. And the other thing that I run in this deck is Waking the Dragon. Just because I don't need to side in like Ultimate Falcon or anything like that, because I already have big beat stick boss monsters. Remember, like the Superdimensional Galaxy Destroyer. You already know about the Chaos Giant. So like I have boss monsters in here, I don't have to do that. So like that's why I run Waking the Dragon. And again, if you had Evenly and Rivalry of the Warlords, I would play those 6 over these 6 every single day of the week. But because I'm more budget, this is kind of what I'm going with right now. But I like to run about 6 traps in this type of build because I'm taking out 7 cards. Next thing I run, one of the main things I always side in is Deck Lockdown. It's essentially going first, Droll and Lockbird. It's really, really good. It allows you to stop your opponent from searching, especially with Sky Striker and that kind of stuff. It just knocks it out of the park. You can do other things, negates, that you can run and floodgates, but I just really like Deck Lockdown. I normally, every time out of my 7, Deck Lockdown is probably 3 of them every time. Now the rest of them, I just have 2s. Okay, I run 2 Twin Twisters just for back row removal. I've never sided these in. I did once, never even got to use them. I like having these in here not only for my own stuff like Gear Town and Fortress, but it can just get rid of unproblematic. You can get rid of problematic stuff. And of course, I got hit on the ban list. Okay, 2 Called by the Grave. Again, I don't main deck it, but I do side it because hand traps do exist. And if I go first, normally if I go first, I run 3 Deck Lockdown, 2 Called by the Grave, and then my last 2 kind of just vary depending on my matchup. But something that I've started to run, and it's called Quiet Life. And what I like about this card is essentially you play it during your main phase 1, and if you normal summon, you can't special summon that turn, and if you special summon, you can't normal summon that turn. So essentially, because Ancient Gears can only, as you saw in my playtesting, I can special summon, these boss monsters out without having the normal, because half the time the normal summon doesn't do anything. Now, there are times that you did see that when the normal happens, it gets me all the materials I need for special summoning. And with that being said, if I can stop my opponent going second who want to do these OTK builds, the next turn I can go and I can essentially OTK them. So essentially this is like a stall card, but this can be anything else you truly like, floodgates or anything. I just like it. I think it's a cool tech, especially with Cyber Dragon up and coming. Being a Cyber Dragon player, Quiet Life can cripple the hell out of Cyber Dragons and their OTK stuff, and even like the invoked variants, like my variant. It just cripples the deck, and I've faced a lot of Cyber Dragons in my locals, and I just throw this down, and they do nothing. Okay, they do nothing. But that's the side, and then normally when I'm siding, okay, normally when I'm siding, just siding out. Normally when I side, 3, 4, 5, 6. What was the other thing I sided out? Side out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So normally when I go first, these are the 7 that I normally side out. Okay. Again, people kind of dislike that Take Out Monster Reborn, but think of it like this: if you open with it, yeah, it's a good combo. It's extender, but if this would rather be one of these cards going first, I'll take that. I'd rather have that. But these are the 7 that I get rid of. So Monster Reborn, the Raigeki, 2 Power Bonds, and then the Red Reboots. So going first, this is what I side. Again, normally my standard side is I'm going to run, normally I'm siding in the 3 Deck Lockdown, the 2 Call, and then normally either Quiet Life or one of my traps, just depending on if they have back row 8. But all right, guys. Well, that is just kind of some combo stuff and some side deck talk about Ancient Gears. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll have a Burning Abyss profile as I just dropped my whole deck on the ground. I'll have some Burning Abyss profiles coming up here very, very soon as these cards come in the mail. But other than that, this is Machine King. Like my channel, subscribe to my channel. You know, I got 76 people right now that follow me, and I would love to get more. I love the feedback, and I love all the good vibes that I'm getting that I'm getting from just my Ancient Gear deck, and I'm hoping that my decks coming up can do that too. Again, Cyber Dragon's coming, and Burning Abyss is coming. ABCs, I don't know, right now it's kind of rest in peace. But this is Machine King. Like, subscribe, and Ancient Gears. Let's go, man. Let's represent. Let's go to a tournament. Machine King out.